Welcome, Scorpio, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot guidance. So this will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 10th through February 16th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else, and remember, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion above your own. Okay, you know what's best for you, Scorpio. And also keep in mind that the cards are here just as a guide. It is my intention to attract the cards and the intuition along with them that will best serve those Scorpios who view this message. So from the minor arcana, we want, there we go, nice Scorpio, beautiful. From the minor arcana, we are looking for a card or cards for the physical realm, which we have one already, the mental realm, and the spiritual realm. So in other words, what's happening in your physical world, what's on your mind, and the message from the spiritual world. It's often advice, guidance, of course. And then from the major arcana, we want the overall energy. So you only have one card that jumped out for the first two categories. So let's see what the spiritual realm has to say. It's taking quite a while. Usually cards jump out faster than this, Scorpio. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay, and this one kind of jumped out as like an afterthought there. Like this one fell first, and that one kind of like slipped out of my hand. So we'll see if we get anything for this one also, but it kind of like slipped out. And now we want the overall energy from, there we go, the major arcana there. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Well, first of all, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So you've either reached some sort of a goal or some sort of a completion, or you're about to, that will basically result in abundance, okay? This could be anything from, winning something, inheriting something, to a promotion or a new job that pays more. It could even be that some of you made a big purchase, something you've always wanted, like a certain car or a home. This is really just some experience of abundance in your physical world, especially, with the pentacles here. This is kind of, like manifesting something that you've always wanted or that brings you joy. But keep in mind that this is the 10, the one energy, because 1 plus 0 reduces to 1. So this is about new beginnings. So it's kind of like whatever has culminated here is bringing you the opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. And I'm feeling here like, there's this wonderful feeling of abundance, possibly shared among other people, but not necessarily so. It is a general reading, so it's not the same for everyone. But again, it's possibly a feeling of abundance that may be shared with other people, but I'm feeling as though it's kind of like, well, this is the beginning of like a new stage, or again, a fresh start, a new opportunity to appreciate the abundance that you have and to keep it going. And, for some of you, it may just be that you will find yourself this week appreciating the abundance that you already have in a sense that you might be spending time with people you love, people you care about, and appreciating them and appreciating what they bring to your life, and maybe celebrating with them. And I feel as though you are recognizing that you're blessed, you've got so much, and it's a really good energy here for this week. So I do hope this resonates with you in some way, shape, or form. I really do hope that you're experiencing that abundance in the physical realm, abundance that may involve money and material things, but also involves people that kind of like enhance your experience, people who love you, whom you love, and who kind of, I just got the expression, who make life worth living. Okay, so I would even look for the things to appreciate, look for the people to appreciate and celebrate, because that is such a positive and high vibration, and it will just make you feel wonderful, and you'll be able to keep that vibration going and build up a momentum of that sort of vibration. So now, I'm just glancing at this. This is all Pentacles. So I do feel, for those of you with whom this resonates, that it may very well have to do with your finances. For some of you, it could even be health. You might be getting some good news about your health this week. It may be something that was worrying you, maybe something that's been ailing you. So if that resonates with you, keep that in mind. Now, in the mental realm here, the focus is a bit limited, okay? Because I'm feeling as though you're worried that whatever this abundance is that you're experiencing here with the 10 of Pentacles, with the 4 of Pentacles reversed, I'm really feeling as though you are kind of worried about it and maybe holding on too tightly. Some of you may literally have won enough money to share, but are actually afraid to do so because you might be kind of regressing back into like old ways of thinking about money and about manifestation. So in other words, if you spend all this money now, for example, then you might not have any more. You might be broke. You might find yourself in a bad state or a bad way. Okay? Now, by no means is this message saying, well, just go ahead and spend it all. That's definitely not it. But there's a fine line between holding on too tightly and being in control of the money, or trying too hard to control it, and kind of like relaxing into it and letting, and spending some and attracting more and all that kind of stuff. We can get, too wrapped up in it where, it's funny. I mentioned something about keeping the vibration going, and I think that's what's going on here is that, and I think that's why I said that, because in your mental realm, you're not believing or you're not realizing that everything is vibrational and there's more where that came from. So I feel like you may, if you have come into a lot of money or more money than you're used to having, I'm feeling here that you need to strike a vibrational balance here, because you certainly want to save some and keep some for the future and invest it wisely, right? Because you will be aligned with that, and that will keep your vibration high, knowing that you have that, like, let's say, emergency fund or that cushion or that money for the future. But if you are holding on too tightly to it, you're now bringing up the vibration of lack, of a feeling like, well, it's never enough, or I still don't have enough. It's still not enough. I'm still worried about money. I'm still concerned about money, which then works against you vibrationally in terms of attracting more to you, if that makes sense. That expression, the rich get richer? Well, the reason why it's so easy for people who are rich to get richer, especially, people who are, who have experienced it from childhood or from, early on, is because they don't have that fear or that worry about money. They know that, well, even if they don't know it, the fact that they've never had that fear, they don't have that negative vibration toward money, toward luxury, toward financial well-being and security, right? So many of us grow up with that feeling of money's tight. We can't afford this. We can't afford that. We have to save our money, or what have you. I have to work hard for money. We don't have that relaxed vibrational relationship with money that someone who's never had to worry about it, or maybe even work for it or work hard for it, right? So it's kind of like, when we do attract money to us, then we hold on vibrationally too tightly to it, and in a sense fear that, well, if I squander this now, there's no more to be had. How could I attract more money like this again, right? And again, not saying you should go out and blow it all and spend it, but what you do want to work on is appreciating the abundance that you're experiencing here with this 10 of Pentacles, and appreciating it, knowing there's always more where that came from, knowing that there's not some finite set amount of money out there that you can attract to you and that needs to be divided up among everyone, that it's not really that way. That's just, what we've been conditioned to believe. So really here, I'm feeling like I need to encourage you to make sure that you are being deliberate in your focus on appreciating whatever this abundance is, and not getting wrapped up too tightly in trying to almost like preserve it out of fear, okay? Out of fear that you will spend it all or go too crazy, or you can't manifest more, etc. Okay, so it's really about the vibration. It's really about how you feel about it. Instead of worrying about spending it and losing it, even if it's all in the bank and you're not spending it, open that proverbial bank book. I mean, it's probably an online statement, but open it and look at it and say, wow, look at all this money I have. I don't have to worry about anything, that kind of thing. Okay, so try to raise that vibration. And the universe here with the Eight of Pentacles, this is really, for me, it's often the card of focus. And here I feel like the universe is telling you, okay, focus, Scorpio, focus. Don't lose that focus that allowed you to attract that money, okay? Because with this Ace of Pentacles reversed, while there is plenty out there for the taking, and there are infinite ways in which it can come to you, you will hold it off unless you can focus on your abundance. Focus on the money that you have in a positive way. Look at it. Know that you manifested this money, and you can manifest in even more, way more than you can even imagine if your focus is in the right place. So really, it's kind of like, Scorpio, you are experiencing some sort of abundance, but you need to believe that there's always more that you can attract, and not get caught up in the fear that this was just a one-time windfall or a one-time good luck, or I could never get another job like this again, or whatever that is for you. Okay, just remember that your relationship with money is vibrational first and foremost. And when you have a good vibrational relationship with money, then you can have a good physical relationship, a good experience, physical experience with money. Okay, so now, with the Justice card as the overall energy, I'm feeling like there's a message in here for you to find the balance between the physical and spiritual realms when it comes to your relationship with money, right? This is justice, the balance, the scales there, right? The pillars, see the balance. The Justice is the 11 card. So, 11s, 2 1s. Being balanced between one side and the other, the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So in other words, being able to be in alignment with money, both spiritually and physically. Start with the non-physical relationship with money. Start with the vibrational relationship with money. Just know that abundance is experienced when your desire for it matches up with your belief that you can manifest it. And then you will be inspired in all sorts of directions, maybe you might be inspired to buy a lottery ticket, or you might be inspired to take action toward, a new business or a step toward a new job, whatever it is. But you have to believe, you have to know that it starts with your alignment first, and then it becomes experienced in the physical. Then you can allow it to flow easily. Okay, so really, Scorpio, I encourage you this week, regardless of what this 10 of Pentacles represents for you, whether it's, a huge jackpot or your paycheck, whatever it is, or even just, things that you own or people in your life, focus on your abundance this week and raise your vibration. And I really feel compelled to tell all of you to deliberately improve your relationship with money. Deliberately improve your vibration with it. Feel good about where you're at. Feel good about where you're headed, and truly feel positive high expectations for more and more to come. Scorpio, if this doesn't resonate at all with you, check out your moon and rising sign messages at High Priestess Influence. But I want to thank you so very much for being with me, my Scorpio friends, and I hope to see you back here again next week. Have a wonderful week.